Today I'm going to do a little review of the Minibull Design Bongo Pro 2 and the DBC 20-ounce pot with the lid and stock bottom. Along with the stove and the pot, I also purchased a 4x24-inch windscreen. I purchased this 32-ounce carrying case, which is basically a Ziploc thing, but the difference between this and the regular Ziploc containers is that it has straight sides, so you can fit everything in there really nicely. The whole kit, as you see it here, it doesn't have the fuel in it, but the whole kit, including the case and everything that I have in here, weighs 9.5 ounces. The pot by itself weighs 2 5/8 ounces, and I measured the capacity of the pot, and it's approximately 2 cups of water, a little bit more. The stove weighs about 2 5/8 ounces, and it's a little bit taller than a typical penny stove, but it's about the same size. The windscreen weighs 7/8 ounces, and it's an extremely functional and great product. So I'm going to open up the kit and take everything out here, so you can see everything. I'll start with the pot. The pot looks like it was made out of a Foster's can, and it comes with this nice little lid with a nice little wood knob on there. That's handy if you're boiling things or if you want to steam or bake something. The lid is handy to have for that. It just basically means I don't have to carry along extra tin foil if I don't want to. Also, you can see he's got 1/16" fiberglass wick put around the pot, and that's an extremely good idea, and it's extremely handy because you can pick this up even when it's blazing hot and your hands don't get hot because it's insulated by this wick. He really likes Light My Fire spork. I'm not super crazy about them, but you know, they work. The windscreen, again, very small, very functional, fits in the case with everything else, and I use this for a couple different stoves, not just for this particular one. Here's the Bongo stove. It comes with a little, it's Bongo Pro 2 actually, it comes with a little simmer ring. If you want to bring something to a full boil, you just light it as is, but if you have something that you want to simmer for a while, you just put the simmer ring in place. Fits real nice in there, it's real lightweight. Really good idea. And then it's got these pot legs that are just little aluminum pegs. You can buy replacements if you lose them, and also the stove I think came with 2 extras of those, but it perfectly fits the bottom of the pot and holds it nice and securely there. This is just a Ranger model striker that I got from I think firesteel.com or something like that. It's real good. You can see it really throws a good spark, and it's lightweight and fits inside the kit really well, so I like that. Tinny from Minibull Design seems to be some sort of an inventor. I think he's got an engineering background. I haven't watched all of his videos or anything, but judging from the equipment that he's got, you know, he's got some sort of a background in design and machining. And judging from the quality of the stove, I'd say that he really knows what he's doing. Everything fits together really well. It's very lightweight, and you can tell that when he made this, he put a lot of thought and effort into coming up with the design because it works so well. And you know, I can just tell from the quality of the craftsmanship that he really takes pride in his work. So that's why I pay a little bit more. I think this was $65 or something. I like toys, and I especially like cooking toys that are going to get me outdoors to eat a meal outside. And so, you know, for me, it's worth it to buy something like this and support somebody's business, especially when they care so much about it and they make a great product. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head out into the woods and have a little bit of lunch and show this stove in action. I found a nice little site here that's kind of sheltered from the wind with some neat stuff to look at. I think I'm going to set up for lunch here. So I've got a nice little picnic table here. I think I'm going to use this to protect the wood from the base of the stove. You know, because this isn't my property, I'm just going to set the lid of the pot down and then set the stove on top of it. This Bongo Pro 2 comes with some fuel line, but it doesn't come with this cap, so that's one extra thing that I did buy. But basically the cap fits onto one of these alcohol squeeze bottles. This is a 4-ounce model, and you just put it on here. One thing I like about the Bongo is that once you get your stove going, it never really has to go out to be refilled. You just to fill the stove in the first place, you just take your bottle and you squeeze until you see some alcohol coming up through the wick there. And there I see it. So now I know the stove is full. And then when this starts to burn down, or what have you, to add more fuel, you just squeeze on the bottle again. So you don't risk the thing exploding on you. Just gonna set up, I'm gonna light it before I set up the windscreen just so you can see. It's a wick based thing. You don't have to prime it. There, it's lit. You don't have to prime it. It just goes right straight off the bat. That's one nice thing about using a wick based stove as opposed to a one of the stoves that are made from the pop cans. I've got about 1.5 cups of water in the pot there, and to that I'm going to add some of this. This is a beef jerky soup that I kind of made up. In one side of this container is a mixture of some dried beef jerky, dried green onions, regular dehydrated onions. There's some dehydrated corn in there, some canned corn that I put in there. There's dehydrated avocado. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, chipotle peppers. The chipotle and adobe sauce. I put some of that in there. Just a couple because those get real hot. And then some spices I've got in that amount of the vegetable mix. There's about 1.5 teaspoons of chicken bouillon granules. There's a teaspoon of chili powder and kind of 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. In order to get all this to rehydrate real well, I add it at the beginning of cooking. Give it a little bit of a stir, and we'll put this on, let it start heating up real well. And I forgot to say there's also little bits of dehydrated tomato in the soup. And there we go, under 10 minutes and we're boiling. I'm going to let this boil for a little bit just to make sure that all the veggies are nice and softened up. I want you to notice something. It's boiling, it's currently on the flame, and I'm able to grab the pot and lift it up. No problem because of that Cool Touch wrapping. The other thing to notice is that I've used well under 1 ounce of fuel. This is a 4-ounce bottle, and it's boiling. It's been boiling for about a minute, and this thing will continue to burn for some time yet. So one thing that I really like about these Bongo Pro 2 stoves is that they're incredibly efficient with the fuel use. So you can see the soup there, the corn and veggies are real nice and rehydrated. You got some avocado there, which actually may not look like it, but it's nice and soft. The beef jerky is softer than it was. Obviously it's not fully good to go, but I kind of like it a little crunchy. Now I just add in my Fritos here. Man, you just can't beat this stuff. It's so good. And it's even nicer when you can get out and enjoy it outside.